Nugget. Oh, Nugget gotta show him how to run now. He, he's, he's showing them young pups out, ain't he? Oh my goodness. Good morning, Cog Squad. Hope you guys are having the best day ever today. I'm gonna tell you, this day's starting off right. I don't know which one of y'all slipped the weather of 20 and told her, you know, let's go and start fall a little early, because it feels like fall in Alabama this morning. Got a little less humidity, and y'all, it is low 70s this morning, and I think the high is gonna get around 85-ish. That's fall here in Alabama. This means it's gonna be 133 next week, and the humidity around 671 or something like that. But I'll take it though, because it's supposed to be like this pretty much all week long. Whew. And we're gonna take advantage of it. Good morning, Jesse. Jesse! Happy birthday, baby. Big 3 years old. Can you believe it? Huh? Can you believe it? Big 3 years old? Oh my gracious. How you feel? You feel older? No? Big 3 years old. I'll bring you treats today, okay? It's a miracle you're even here, baby. Yes, it is. And I know we're grateful and thankful, and I know the Cog Squad as well, baby. Yeah, I know they are. All right, I can't sit here and love on you all day. I got things I got to do today. It's a big day here on the farm, okay? But I'm gonna come bring you some treats. Yeah, it is a big day here. We're gonna get started back on the horse fence in the horse pasture, and our dear friend Catherine over there at G&G Farm, right down the road from us here, she has her pastures ready for Miss Goldie, and we think the emus are mature enough to be with each other. So gonna do well, pretty much we're going to take Goldie over to G&G Farm and introduce her to Otis, who's not related. And then we're going to come back home and we're gonna let Shake and Bake over there with Nugget. And of course, most of y'all already know this. Y'all already know what's going on. But if you don't, and you're kind of new here, we have two emus, Nugget and Goldie. And Goldie was brought to our farm. We went and got Goldie because of an emergency situation. Now, Goldie and Nugget are brothers and sister. And when we first got Goldie, and we didn't have a choice, really. We thought, and we had read, it was okay for brother and sister to, you know, be together and breed and whatnot. Everything will be fine. But we since befriended a great emu farm, emu expert, Milligan Farm up in Coleman, Alabama, who have become really good friends of ours. And they told us the opposite, that brother and sister do not need to be paired and do not need to be mating with each other. And that left us with a big decision to make. And that is, we had to do something. We had to separate the brother and the sister. And then that's when Catherine, our dear friend Catherine, y'all know Catherine, she said that she's been wanting emus and she would love to have emus. And so she said she would take in Goldie and she would go get a male emu, which she did. Otis, y'all know Otis, sweetheart, reminds me a lot of Nugget, really does, very sweet emu. So she got Otis, has raised Otis up till he's, you know, a nice strapping young fella, and that will be Goldie's new BFF. And that's when we went to Milligan Farm, and that's where Otis came from, and we got Shake and Bake, Ernest and Opie. So those two guys will be Nugget's new buddies. So it's all gonna work out, and this is what's best for the animals. We do not need the brother and the sister breeding anymore. We do not need that. It's just not right. It's not safe, and there's just a lot of complications there. As you guys probably already know, if you do follow Catherine, she ended up hatching one of our eggs before we knew all this, and that baby was born and ended up being deformed and passed away. You know, we don't need them inbreeding. We really don't. We just don't. Today, we are going to start on the horse fencing, and then we're going to load Goldie up, take her over to G&G Farm, make sure all that goes smoothly. And again, y'all, if anything happens and don't work out right or whatever, we will take Goldie back and figure something else out and whatever. But I think it's going to be fine. It's going to be absolutely fine. And when we get back from there, we're going to let Shake and Bake in, or we're going to let Shake and Bake meet Nugget. And that's going to go okay. It really is. They've seen each other thousands of times between the fence there. So it's going to be a fun day. All right, boss lady, let me put these buckets down. And we will get you and Pocket taken care of. I've already got your food ready. Yeah, already got it ready. I just got to get Pocket's allergy medicine. Yeah. All right, girl. Now we ready. How'd y'all sleep last night, Have a good night? Back it up, Peach. Back it up, Peach. All right, baby, there you go. There you go. All right, Cookie. There you go, beautiful. Now, I'm gonna open up your gate, okay? When y'all get done, I'm gonna come in here and clean the stalls out, all right, baby? Let me guess. 19 eggs?
No, we broke the cycle.
Oh, how many we have?
23, but that still only allows for 1 dozen. Maybe somebody will lay one and we can get a second dozen.
That'll work, okay. All right, so I told Aunt Jessie I'd get her a treat for her birthday. And we're gonna do just that. Get her a treat here. I know everybody's gonna want one, so let's get some more over here. We'll grab some of these animal crackers. That way, everybody will have a little treat. All right. All right, Biscuit, I'm glad you checked in and gonna do your job. Appreciate it. I don't want that food to go nowhere now. Y'all know it's Aunt Jessie's birthday? Big 3. That's a big one, Jessie. That is a big one. And I must say, Jessie don't have them terrible 3s, not at all. Terrific 3s. That's what Jessie's got. Come on, Jessie. Atta girl, look how I got you. It's your birthday. Got you a little treat. Yeah. Got you a little treat. There you go. What you think? Honey, you want one? You want one, baby? Honey's good. Now, a few videos ago when I was sitting out in the chair over there, you just holding it in your mouth. You want one, baby? Here you go, honey. Here you go, honey. There you go. When Jessie was trying to get in my lap, I know some of y'all remember that video. Y'all probably all remember that video. You got to chew it up first before you get another one. Yeah. Well, in that video, Jessie was loving on me just like she is now, and was trying to get in my lap, and Honey was standing right there. And then I had some people say I wasn't paying Honey any attention, or I wasn't trying to pet Honey. Here you go, Honey. There you go. There you go. All right, Jessie. There you go. Well, I was. And what happened is I tried to pet Honey a couple of times, and Honey did not want me to mess with her. And so I didn't. They waiting on me. Okay, girl. All right, Honey. Honey won't put no part of that business, did she? No. Here you go, Laura. Want an animal cracker? Here you go, baby. Got it? Whoa. Whoa. So, Honey was letting me know she did not want me. Now, she said she backed away then. Honey does it. You see, Jessie don't care, but watch Honey. Now she says I can. Okay. Okay. But Honey did not want me messing with her in the other day. So I wasn't trying to ignore Honey. Honey let me know that she did not want me to touch her. Right, girl? That's what you said now. I know it. That's what you said. There you go. All right. All right, Jesse. You have a fabulous, fabulous birthday, baby. Okay? All right, girl. What you two old men doing? An animal cracker? Top. Here you go, buddy. Tip. Don't be, Tip. Tip. Tip, you can't be a bully now. You can't be a bully, Tip. All right, here you go. Here's you one more. There you go. All right, now. Tip is the dominant goat over here. So you kind of have to watch him. Even though he is pretty much the same size as the rest of them, he's definitely the dominant goat. Hey, Dee Dee. She can't hear.
She can hear. She's looking at me.
She's got selective hearing. That's what
right.
it is.
Watch this. Hey, Dee Dee.
Hey, Dee Dee. With this cooler weather, you want to put that fence together. How about that? You like that rhyming? She liked that. Look at her.
She said, pick me up, Daddy.
She's coming to give me a fist bump. Thank you, girl. We gotta go to work. All right, let's go work on some horse fencing.
She said, I'm not walking.
All right, girl, come on up here with me then. Come on. All right, I got you. Come on, you can ride with me. Come on, there you go. There you go. All right, let's go do some.
I gotta walk.
Let's go do some horse fencing. No, you gotta come on too. Come on, Holly. You gotta let Mama in. Gotta let Mama in, Holly. Come on.
All right, let's go, girls.
Let's go.
And boys.
You sounding like Shania Twain. Let's go, girls.
Dee Dee says, as long as she's got the window seat, she's good.
Oh, Dee Dee. So if y'all remember, this is the, well, you can see the shop or the shabarn right over there. So this is the back side or the side of our property here. And this is going to be the horse pasture. And we're going to have to put some more poles in for H-post setup when we start pulling wire. Now we got one here, but we got to get some. We got a nice little hill over here that we're going to have to set some more poles in so we can pull that wire properly or the fencing properly. And that's what we're trying to figure out. I think the roll of fencing is 200 foot because we're going with horse fencing this time instead of field fencing. Now the field fencing is like 330 foot, so you get a good bit more length when it comes to field fencing, but the horse fencing is really made for horses. It's different setup. It's got a lot more squares in it so their hooves can't go through it. And it's a little bit taller as well. And we just thought it just would be better. If we're gonna have horses over here, it would just be better if we put horse fencing all the way around over here. But let's get to measuring. It's not gonna be too hard of a day because we got Bobby C with the auger bit on it, and pretty much just gonna set a couple of poles or a few poles, concrete them in, wait for those to set up before we actually start pulling this fence. I've said it many times before, but these rolling tape measures are a game changer on a farm or a homestead. I mean, it helps so much. Instead of trying to pull some long tape or something, and they're not that bad priced at all. And I'd get the one with the bigger wheel on it. I made a mistake on the first one I bought, and I bought that little wheel, and honestly, it was a pain because most of the stuff that we do here or use it for is this rough terrain like you can see through here. Whew, glad to get that done. Now we'll let those poles sit up overnight, and then either the next day or the next day, we'll put the actual bracing in for the H-post setup. And what that does is, remember, that keeps our fencing from moving like this. Because if you were to pull on just a pole without the bracing, then you could actually pull that pole over, you know, when you're pulling your fence. And so that's why we do it that way. And I am grateful for Bobby seeing that auger. Man, that makes it so easy. Goodness gracious. All right, got that done. Let's go load up Goldie, take her over to G&G Farm and see how all that goes. And then we're gonna come back and let it shake and bake out with Nuggo. So let me tell y'all how I think this is gonna go. I think they're just going to really not pay any attention to each other. I really do. Now, if you guys remember when we first got Goldie here, Nugget would run her off. He didn't want her around us. He didn't want her around, period. And it wasn't up until, you know, it was several months. And when breeding season hit is when Nugget decided to accept Goldie in. His herd or the pasture, or whatever you want to call it, flock, I should say. Now, emus are generally nomadic. They're nomads, so they don't mate for life or anything like that. And I've said this before 100 times, and y'all maybe get tired of it, but just in case someone doesn't know, is that the female will breed with the male, and then after that's done, and this is in nature, she goes to another one and breeds, and then another one and breeds, and then another one and breeds. And the males make the nest and, you know, sit on the eggs, hatch the eggs, sit on them for 60 days, hatch the eggs, and raise the baby emus. While the female, she's just going, you know, on to the next, on to the next, on to the next. And that's how it is in nature. I know it's breeding season, or about to be breeding season, because Goldie has been drumming a lot, a whole lot. And this is about the time, fallish is when, you know, she starts laying eggs. So I know she's probably getting in that mood. But I tell you, a lot of times, if it's not breeding season, Goldie and Nugget are kind of, you know, they are together, but they're not. You know what I mean? They're not like they're, you know, side by side with each other all the time. They're just not. They do separate and, you know, explore the pasture over there. But pretty much, we're going to put them in there. They're going to ignore each other. They're going to walk around, look around, see what's going on. It's probably going to be several days or weeks before they actually start interacting with each other. That's just their nature. And then over a period of time, just like Goldie and Nugget did, they would accept each other and they'll become part of their little group. And then they'll be walking around and, you know, not looking around, see what's going on and that kind of thing. But y'all, I cannot tell y'all how happy it's made me and how awesome and heartwarming it's been at all of the messages, comments, emails I got about your memory of your family old tractor that you may or may not still have. I got a lot of pictures you guys sent me, and it absolutely had just made my day, or days, honestly. I've been going through them, reading them, looking at the pictures, trying to respond as many as I can, and just, I love it. Absolutely love it. I can't tell you how many people said that they love seeing Big Joe out there in that field, and it brought back so many good memories to them. And I certainly do appreciate y'all doing that. And oh my gosh, keep them coming. If you got any pictures of your family old tractor, or even your papa or granddaddy or dad's old pickup truck, or even old cars. Y'all know I love old automobiles. Send them to me. Yeah, send them to me. I would love to see them, and just makes my day. Absolutely makes my day. And when you send me a picture, let me know if it's okay if I share it and put it in one of the videos. I don't want to share anything without somebody's, you know, without your permission. Hey girl. Hey girl. All right, we gotta go make a little road trip. We'll be back before you can say, I love watermelons. Yeah, we will. We will, baby. Yeah. right. She right on in there.
You did right. Just like a glove. Just like a glove.
It's a big pasture.
This is bigger than the other one where I was going to put them.
It is really, really big. She's coming around.
She's coming around the other way.
She's gonna check out the territory first. Is she drumming? Well, you know, it wasn't her that did not like Nugget at first. It was Nugget didn't like her. She's steadily, she is drumming and walking the perimeter. And you see there's Mr. Otis right there. This is a new area for him as well, so it'll take him a day or two to get used to the new pasture and calm down, and all will be well. It's exactly what happened when we first moved her to our farm. There was a lot of pacing, a lot of going up and down the fence lines. That's just total normal, really is. Even when you move them into a new area, it's normal. I don't know if you guys remember when we moved Nugget and the geese over into the pond pasture, and they'd been living across the street over there, and we put them in that pond pasture, and you know, Nugget started walking the fence line. So that's just their nature. They're just checking things out, seeing what their surroundings are. But it may take a little bit of time like it did over there, but in the long run, this is what's best for them, because we cannot have Nugget mating with his sister and vice versa. We could do that. That wouldn't be the bad idea, would it?
No.
Probably be the easiest thing too.
And that way the boys won't be taken away from their area. And
Yeah.
From here.
That's right.
All right, everybody ready?
Y'all ready?
Are y'all sure?
Let's see what shake and bake do. Here comes Nuggetron. Here comes Big Nug. What y'all think? What are they looking at?
They act like something's new.
There's nothing in them bowls, y'all. I can promise you that.
Yeah, but they act like something's new over there.
I know it. It's the trailer, I think, is what they saw. What's going on, partner? What's going on, buddy?
Nugget, you remember when you used to run like that?
Nugget said he ain't got time for that now. He's an old man. It's too hot to be running, isn't it? Yeah. You already panting now.
Not too hot to be cleaning shoes, though.
No. No, it's not. No, it's not. Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of what we thought.
Yeah, it's kind of what we thought. Just nothing.
Absolutely nothing. I think as long as they have another of their kind, they're fine.
Yeah, and a pair of shoes.
And a pair of shoes. Jessie says she needs some shoes.
Jesse, you want some shoes?
Jessie wants some red shoes. And a little red hat to match.
He would look cute. I mean, look at this. No. That's just Nugget. Nugget gave him that look. That's just Nugget.
Yeah, we know Nugget. We met Nugget across the fence, and we're going to clean shoes together.
Oh gosh, here comes all three of them. We need to get him a mannequin. You know what I'm talking about?
We could just get him a pair of shoes.
A mannequin with a pair of shoes on. I'll go get him. Oh, Nugget. Oh, Nugget got to show him how to run now. He's showing them young pups out, ain't he? Oh, my goodness. Yeah. You ain't got nothing on the old man now. Y'all gonna have to go back to kindergarten. They show you how to do it. I see you running with them young fellas. Yeah, you gonna type on my phone? I don't need you typing on my phone. I saw you running with them young boys. You had to show them what's up, didn't you? You had to show them what's up. Still a little curious with them, aren't you? Yeah. Still a little unsure and curious about them. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness, Ernest. Now, Ernest don't like to be petted or, touched, really. I tried to then, he walked away. Of course, y'all know Nugget loves it. And Opie don't mind being petted on at all. You grooming? You grooming, sir? You gonna clean my shoes off? I think you got them pretty good earlier. I do. I will tell you this. You a good bit faster than them young fellas are. Yes, you are. A good bit faster. I was kind of shocked to see you showing them up there. Tell you, I ain't seen you run though in a good little minute. No. Sure hadn't. So it's good to see you running here. Like the old days. But I know what it is. You can't let them young fellas show you up. I know what you're doing. I will say this though. I hope you get their water inspecting skills improved, brother, because they lacking. They've seen the 5 DVD set. I don't know how many times they're gonna have to rewatch that thing, but you over here as their mentor, I think that's probably going to improve, you know what I mean? Because if you need to, you may have to put the hammer down, I mean, you are the sheriff and shoe cleaner and water inspector. What's going on, Opie? What's going on, buddy? I can see Opie does not mind being touched or petted on, a lot like Nugget. And I will say this too. Nugget does not seem to be intimidated or anything at all with Opie. But Ernest T, he's a little cautious of. Brother, let me swap. You got that one pretty good. Let me swap. Here, let's get this one. Now, there you go. There you go. I appreciate you. Are you gonna come get my lap now? There he is. There's my big baby. There's my big baby. Yeah. We love you, brother. We absolutely love you. Yes, we do. Y'all, Ernest T does this thing. Now you can see they're both asleep, okay? Opie is sleeping with his head up, looks like the Loch Ness Monster, okay? That's how Nugget sleeps. That's how Goldie always slept. Ernest T, you say he's laying down like that? Yeah, he's pulling the Mildred on me. You know how Mildred lays completely out and scares there he goes, he's up now. But Mildred will just scare the pants off of me. And Ernest T does the same thing. He lays all the way down with his head down. Look at Opie. See, Opie's asleep. And it will literally scare you. I'll go over there and I'll holler and clap and he don't move. And about when I get within 2 foot from him, he lifts his head up. Then I have to jump start my heart. Look, y'all. See? All the way down. All the way down. Tell me that wouldn't scare you if you walked out here and saw that. And Opie does not sleep like that. Nugget doesn't sleep like that. Just Ernest T. And it will, I'm telling y'all. Tell me that right there wouldn't scare you. Goodness gracious, boy. And you know what? It's one of those things, hey, look, I know he does this. This is how he sleeps. But no matter how much you know that and you see that, it's still going to make your heart race. There goes Opie's asleep. Oh, man, I tell y'all the truth. What a day, right? What a day. I'm gonna try to work on the shop here before it gets too dark. Still got some electrical I need to do. I wanna get this thing, I wanna get it ready for the power company to come on over and put the juice to it, you know what I mean? But I hope you have a blessed day. I appreciate you so much for hanging out with us today. And let's just keep our fingers crossed that this cool weather trend does indeed last the rest of the week, because that will be so awesome. Oh my gracious. Thank y'all so much. Hope you have the best day ever. Catch you on the next one. Y'all be good. You gonna go to sleep on me? You gonna go to sleep on me? We gotta work on this shop, girl.